Florida football team hired 3 scientists to create Gatorade to help their players get more electrolytes and they would be able to play better. And Gatorade spread from the University of Florida football team to all their sports, to other colleges, to professional sports, to the grocery store down the street. It was bought by Quaker Oats and now is a Pepsi company. Gatorade sells about 12.2 million bottles a year, which translates to 142 bottles per second. They make up for 46% of the sports drink market, which for every 100 bottles of sports drinks sold, 46 are Gatorade. And every year their sales are increasing, and this is largely due to their advertisements. They choose an ad style called emulation, mainly, which is they get people, viewers watching TV, to see someone, their favorite athlete, a famous athlete, on TV, and they want to be just like them, so they'll drink Gatorade because their favorite athlete drinks Gatorade.
So this is one of the other champions.
Smokers of America, Oriole cigars. This is Gatorade, the greatest thirst quencher ever made. Says who? Says the New York Yankees, the Minnesota Twins, the Cincinnati Reds, the Detroit Tigers, the Chicago White Sox, the Oakland Athletics. Fact is, Gatorade has become the official thirst quencher of baseball. And, oh yes, the Main Street Hawks say it tastes so good it makes you glad you get thirsty. Gatorade, the big thirst quencher.
So this advertisement was made in 1969. It was one of the original Gatorade ads. And it establishes ethos within the ad by showing the team logos and the major league names, so people associate it. They want to see their favorite teams and they want to relate to them, so they think that if their favorite teams approve of this, then they will be acceptable to drink it, and they kind of have like a source to revert back to. And it establishes pathos with the excited tone of the speaker and the expressions of the child. And logos is established with the child wearing the jersey, because other children that see the ad might think that, oh, he's wearing a jersey, he's drinking Gatorade, I want to be like them, so I'm going to drink Gatorade too. And this advertisement takes more of a broad approach because it's directed towards a group, so kind of baseball in general and the teams in general, not like a specific athlete, which is kind of what they did in the past because people weren't traded on teams as often.
This is a more modern ad from Gatorade. So, as you saw in the video, Gatorade uses Bryce Harper, someone who's projected to be a Hall of Fame baseball player, to get his fans of the Nationals team he plays for, to want to buy Gatorade. They appeal to them using ethos, as you stated, and mainly an advertisement called emulation. As I explained, people who watch Bryce Harper, his fans, younger kids especially, who want to be like Bryce Harper, will drink Gatorade because he drinks it, because he plays so well. And it's not just Bryce Harper, as you can see here, they use other athletes, Dwayne Wade, Peyton Manning, Serena Williams, all these athletes to help spread to a wider base of people. And also in their ad, they said, Bryce is ready, are you? So since he's ready, if you drink Gatorade, you can get ready too.
Okay, so this is the IBCC Gatorade Fierce Boogie Board ad, and one of the main focuses in this ad is the model in the picture. So you can see that he's very muscular and in shape, and they use this to appeal to their audience so that it's kind of like the ideal person that would drink Gatorade. So if you drink Gatorade, you can kind of associate it with the product. And then also I want to talk about the viewpoint. So it's very broad. and it's kind of behind him so that male viewers can kind of envision themselves as like taking on something like that, like something so intense in the background. It's like the water splashing, it's rushing. It's kind of a dangerous and adventurous kind of feel to it. So it kind of associates the product with that. And also the text is it and you. So this is like their main catchphrase. And so the it, as you can see, is color coordinated with the product, which kind of insinuates that the it factor that is in Gatorade is in you, and it will be in you if you drink it. And they also put a picture of the product, which kind of allows the audience to be more open to the product, and when they see it, they'll instantly recognize it in the store, and they'll say that is the product that I saw from the ad. And so, compare and contrast different forms of media and content. So, companies, not just Gatorade, take different approaches to their advertising, or it can be commercial versus like a poster advertisement. So the commercial, obviously it gives a company a longer amount of time to get their point across. They can build on their message, so they can start small at the beginning and then kind of build up to it so that they have, they can reach different audience ages, so they can appeal to both younger and older people. And they can also appeal to auditory senses, so they can add music or different sounds, and it also allows them just to get more of a broad approach to their topic. But one of the drawbacks to this is that the people often have shorter attention spans, so when they see that a commercial's coming on, they can tune it out right away. So that may be one of the detrimental effects. But with the poster, it's a more condensed form of media, so they have to get their point across right away. It's sort of a quick message that people can see right away, and then it's a quick message, and they often use more contrast, so they use shades and different colors or complementary colors to kind of appeal to people right away visually. And then we also have teams and players. So the teams, taking the team approach is a more of a group approach as well. And this was done in the past when players, like I said, were more committed to their team, weren't traded as often, and people were, they stuck with their team whether they won or lose, so the bandwagon effect wasn't as much in play as it is now. With the individual approach, where they idolize often one athlete who is very successful, who, even if this athlete kind of switches teams a lot of the times, they're still going to stay with that person because they've achieved great things and their accomplishments. And they idolize this person, they want to be like this person, and it's more of a personal basis because they can connect to the person and their struggles and their journeys. And then for the subjects, like you can see here, the different advertisements. In this advertisement here, they're focusing more of the parent and child relationship, so the mom who supports the child who is an athlete, which appeals to pathos due to their relationship. And then, or here, it can focus more on the sport in general, so baseball, which is more of like a broad approach because it appeals to more people. Or they can have, what they have here is a specific message with kind of a specific image, so it's just a hand, but it conveys a specific message right away. And then it can also have here, which, like I said before, focusing on a specific athlete and their accomplishments, and also it can tie into major sports events like the World Series or that's just.
So, like many other big companies, Gatorade uses social media. They use Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, pretty much everything you can think of. And one thing that they do on their Twitter page is they will post their commercials. Like in the bottom right there, they post their commercials so that people can see them there, see them on TV, and it's just being reinforced, this commercial, this idea that they have. They also relate their product to a lot of people, like Peyton Manning. Peyton started at #1 and never let up. So now people, when they see Peyton Manning, they will think Gatorade because he is, on their Twitter, he is being broadcasted by them. They also relate to just people in general right here. No limits, just levels, feel the climb. So it's a woman playing tennis, drinking Gatorade. We don't know her, we don't know if she's famous or not, but Gatorade will help you in your climb, and if you drink Gatorade, you can achieve anything. And a fourth thing that they do is they will relate to current happenings, current events. This tweet was sent out on May 23rd, right after the Chicago Blackhawks game that they won against the Ducks. In that game, Patrick Kane, that guy, scored a goal, sending the game into overtime, which they ended up winning. And it says, when big moments come up, at 88 P Kane comes up big, hashtag win from within. So they're relating their product to Patrick Kane right after he did something big in the news, big in sports media. So people will see him, think of immediately what he had just done for his team, helping them win, and think that Gatorade helped him do that. And product placement, another big factor in Gatorade's advertisement. And the top picture is Kevin Durant at a post-game interview for the NBA Finals. Right next to him is a bottle of Gatorade. They advertise on stations like TNT, ESPN, Fox Sports, where the athletes will see Gatorade. People who drink Gatorade will see the Gatorade. They're not going to advertise on something like the History Channel because it's just a waste of money for them. So they will just stick to channels like that. They also will advertise on Pandora, workout playlists, workout stations, stuff like that, where while you're working out, in the middle of a workout, the ad will come on. You'll think, oh, you know, I'm thirsty, I'm in the middle of my workout, I could go for some Gatorade instead of Powerade or whatever you could possibly be thinking of buying. And thirdly, marathons and other similar events, they will sponsor, they will get tables set up with their product in it, so people are basically getting a free taste of it, free test. And as they're running, they'll, you know, stop, get some of the Gatorade that is given for free, and think later.